Hello people, I'm Vito and welcome back to Yu-Gi-Oh! The Falsebound Kingdom with Robberlink.
Hello.
Alright, we were in the middle of hunting down Keith here, again. Bandit Keith, or is it British Keith?
Dun dun dun.
Alright, between sessions I did a bit of farming.
Ruffian Keith.
But I was kind of busy, so I didn't do a whole lot, but I farmed up a bit for mostly Rex and Weevil, maybe a little bit of Labyrinth Ruler. But for these two, I got them up to level 65 monsters minimum, I think. Maybe a little less for one of them, I'm not sure, but should be good. Still need to get Pegasus's monsters over that hump to level 60. Now, this was actually very annoying to farm, at least for Rex, because he didn't do a whole lot of damage, and this group has red medicine on one and polymerization on the others. So you have to get this one kind of like not too low on health when he has his turn, or it'll trigger red medicine, and then hopefully you don't run out of too many moves, or out of their moves, otherwise they'll polymerize if they run out. And then you have to do it again. You have to make sure they're not low on health on their turns, otherwise they'll trigger their polymerization and drag out the entire thing. But with Weevil, it is downright frickin' easy because... Oh wait, I did the wrong thing. Micro protein supply, I forget if we saw that.
I don't remember seeing that.
Huh. Okay, one sec, once it's my turn. I'll do the right thing once it's his turn and check what that is. I don't remember if I actually saw that or not. I know I didn't use it, but like in the status screen. Sorry, I am also a little bit tired. That's probably why I mispressed. Yeah, I don't think he had that before. That must have been like right at level 65 then. Absorb unknown power for a large power-up. Interesting, but that probably just sapped 2 of his moves. Oh, what are you at now? 3.
Okay, but like... Did you see his attack? It was like 5,000.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty good. I'd have to double check to see how much that went up by. Alright,
Anyways, I assume you were going to say for Weevil, for Weevil's team, it was easier because of the status effects.
It was easier... Well, Bones has the status effects.
I thought Weevil also had some.
Well, he now has this, which is a status effect, so you are technically correct.
Oh, okay. This is Weevil using?
Yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. You can change his monsters around so he doesn't exclusively have bugs.
Yeah, but this is what I've had on since, you know, the last session and whatnot. The paralysis wore off immediately on that one.
Bad luck.
Well, screw you. I was gonna say this goes very easily for Weevil because he can paralyze them over and over again, and usually that's not a problem. Although, I think this might kill him. At least the one. You know what? At least he didn't get his turn.
True.
So I can still kill him. And that's good. And the other 2 are still paralyzed, so that one on low health cannot fuse. Before I kill it, before we kill it. There we go. And now it doesn't matter if this one gets out of his paralysis, he can't fuse. But yeah, for Rex's group, his twin-headed King Rex doesn't seem to do a whole lot. The Tiger Axe did plenty, but then also Water Girl did almost nothing damage-wise, even with the Hinotama. So it was very hard to farm on this particular mission.
What was the Hinotama?
It's a fire attack that hits everyone, but it was only doing like 300 at most, I think. 300 something.
I have noticed that a lot of multi-hit attacks, sometimes they just don't do much damage.
Unless it's Raigeki.
Yeah, but that's a one-use item, which I assume is how it's balanced, because...
It's also like level 5.
And that.
So, Water Girl can't even equip that. Alright, now I think there is a monster to get somewhere around here.
Yeah.
And I also want to capture these places for the money, because I have not actually done that off-screen for money, so I'm still running low. Here, let me check. 17,000. We're getting a little low, but I haven't also really needed that much of anything anymore, so it's kind of fine. Alright, Sygh-Varths. Resixthen. I remember that. I remember trying to pronounce it. And then we can probably just
like guard.
Retreat to push him away because he's so slow. That should help.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, I did do from the backup save that mission where we fight Fake Scott and just waited out the timer. It then just went straight to some of the same dialogue with Yugi, where he basically arrives after defeating the backline. So there might have been more dialogue when we actually beat Fake Scott. So there was nothing new when I waited out the timer.
Got it. I'm going to get away. Just watch me. I'm not going to let anyone stop me.
Here, we'll help you. Shove. So, I don't know. Did I get everything that Rex had when I beat him? I don't think so. So I don't know if we'll actually get these monsters or not.
I think you got at least one.
Bye-bye. Let me capture the other cities first, please.
So is the twin-headed Rex at least, like, durable, or?
Yeah. Oh, that wasn't very much time. Go faster, whoever's still there.
Kaiba, shove him harder.
Yeah, and I can't just let them take this because that's a lose condition thing. At least I'm faster, so I get my turn first. Well, while we're...
You could try to win the battle by, like, guarding and stuff.
Yeah, to, like, stun him.
Yeah, so he gets stunned, but overall that still might take longer.
Yeah, because I have so many frickin' moves. It's just gonna be waiting out my turns and then their attacks. I'll just keep doing this.
Alright. Sorry for interrupting. You were saying...
Was I saying?
You were saying, like, while we're doing this...
Oh yeah, I was probably gonna say while we're doing this, we can go over notes about the anime. And let me just double check. Yeah, exactly between Bertos and Rotten Hub is where we need to get the monster, and I believe those are the two we have not gotten. Escape. Oh, that's right, I do need to actually tell someone to go there. Oops. Sorry, wasted a bit of time. I need you to go there, so that he crosses that midpoint.
Okay.
A little bit more time we need to wait. Ugh, sorry. That's just how it works, I guess.
Oh, well.
So, first thing about our notes on the anime. Something from what we were talking about last session. Where Yugi was fighting strings.
Yes.
You came up with another thought about Kaiba. When Yugi wanted to go and make sure his friends were okay after defeating strings, Kaiba's like, retreating from a challenge is against Battle City rules. But you pointed out, Kaiba did the exact same thing to Joey.
Yes. It's like, interesting, Kaiba.
Rules for me, but not for thee, or something?
I think it's the other way around. Rules for thee, but not for me.
I guess it depends on whose perspective you're saying it from.
Yeah.
From Joey's or from Kaiba's.
Mokuba. Banish Kaiba from the tournament.
Sorry, but rules are rules, big brother.
You can't do this.
You can't do this to me. No. All right, just keep shoving. Just keep shoving. All right, but then on to Season 2, Episode 19 and 20, the fight between Mako and Joey.
Yes.
But first, Kaiba. actually helping Yugi in a 2v2 duel. That was very short.
Yeah.
Kaiba played Pot of Greed. Yay, we saw it again.
Yeah, no, he's just like, all right, but, you know, we're going to fight soon, Yugi. And Yugi's like, I know, you won't shut up about it.
It's like, okay, I'll help you with this so it goes even faster. Frickin' sets off the equivalent of a nuke. Yeah, first note about that is that Kaiba plays that dragon that I think I mentioned once before. It's called Hyozan Ryu, along with his Blue Eyes White Dragons. He called it Hyozan Ryu, not Ryu. They just have a problem with that, I guess. Voice actors aren't expecting Ryu. They don't know how to pronounce that. They just want to go through it quickly and don't do it properly. Oh well. But yeah,
well, I mean, if no one corrects him.
No one there actually knows the correct way. Hyozan Ryu is the one that was called Diamond Dragon in Japanese, and it was like, you know, transliterated. It was actually Daimondo Dragon or whatever. But they reverse translated it to Hyozan Ryu. Oh.
We're being attacked by roaming monsters.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, Hyozan Ryu isn't quite a direct translation. It's like iceberg dragon is what it means. Alright, get stunned. Huh. It didn't stun you. Was that just a chance thing, or do you have status guard?
Might need to check. That did not look like a wind attack.
Yeah, you have status guard. Oh, they're level 90.
Oh.
And that's the confusion? Yeah. Royal Jelly. Huh. Okay then. I probably should have kept my frickin' Raigeki for this. But at least I paralyzed 2 of them. So, kill that one. And now we will figure out if confusion prevents me from choosing my target. No, it does not.
Huh.
Alright, good. Yeah, just... Well... I could power up, but that takes like 2 of your moves. Just shoot her. She doesn't have medicine. So...
Actually, real quick.
Yes?
Can you check... what was his name? Moisture Creature. What's its attack?
4,000, so it was probably about 1,000 boost.
Okay. I was thinking if it was like a 2,000 attack boost, that'd be great, but...
Maybe then, but...
Well, if it only affects him by 1,000, and it's not like a team power-up, then yeah, no. Not really worth it.
But things are getting pretty interesting. Level 90 is actually not so far away from my monsters' levels.
I think it said the Insect Queen was 99.
Oh, was it?
I believe so.
Well, that's one gone.
Ah yes, power up your team. That is now 1 teammate short.
Oh, you're right. Alright, you confused the frickin' moisture creature so he can't stun you again. But no matter.
Get sterilized.
What is an insect queen that cannot reproduce? Worthless. I feel like I said that weird. Worthless. The bug is unstunned. It guarded.
No.
I will guard against you.
Just shoots over the bug. I didn't expect this.
Okay, you can power yourselves up, but if you're not even going to attack, what does it matter? Oh, you're no longer confused. I could stun them again.
Oh.
I don't think I even need to, though.
You missed.
Darn you. Oh, there's an attack. Yeah, I don't think we've seen the what is this? The larvae moth? I don't think we've seen it since like the very beginning of Yugi's story. It has been a very long time.
I don't even remember it at all, so...
Yeah, it only came up like once. You know what? Why not? Zap. Just out of spite. And how's my score looking? Great. Yeah, we're doing good. Alright, now that this is pretty much in the bag, back to those notes on the anime.
Yep.
So, the Flute of Summoning Dragon summons up to 2 dragons from your hand. I'm not sure if that's how it was working in the anime or not, or if he was summoning from his deck. But his whole thing, with the Pot of Greed included, he would have had to have, like, the perfect draw, basically, to pull off what he did. To pull all 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons in his opening hand +2 with the Pot of Greed, and the Flute of Summoning Dragons.
2 Flutes of Summoning Dragons.
Yeah, I said dragons.
Oh.
Or, I guess it would be flutes, but yeah. I just said it wrong. But also, those require the Lord of Dragons to be summoned to use, so he's necessary as well. And then also draw Obelisk to be able to sacrifice them all for it.
And also the Diamond Dragon.
Yeah.
Because I can't remember the Japanese one. Or version.
That wouldn't have been super necessary. It was just necessary for him to also sacrifice...
Okay. And a 4th dragon.
Yeah.
Basically.
Insect Queen has joined your army. Queen of Autumn Leaves. And Larvae Moth.
Huh.
Okay, and we have that last base, so now we can stop shoving British Keith and actually murder him. What are your monsters' levels? 58, 56, 54, but they all have red medicine. Mokuba's group would have been so good for this because paralysis and crits against frickin' machines. Or not paralysis, sorry, confusion. To prevent the item use.
Oh well.
Should I just wait to make him lose all his moves?
That feels mean.
He deserves it, he ran away. This is the second time we're fighting him. Because I just don't want to deal with more medicine on the enemy side. After the farming I did against the frickin' dark chimeras with them. With Rex's group, which was not very effective. I've had enough of it. So I'm just gonna wait it out. I can't lose score if I don't have any. Ha ha ha!
Wait, can you lose score?
Waiting costs 50.
Oh, that's right. Well, this makes sense, I guess.
Do your worst while you can.
You know, I was just thinking in my head, that one meme of, like, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy. Just, Mokuba. I think we're gonna have to kill this guy, Seto.
Dang. Okay, give me my move so I can actually heal him, please. They are really focusing him.
Oh, you're just kind of standing there.
Yes, but usually they spread it out a little bit. Alright. I took 2 moves to counter, like, how many of theirs? Yeah, the barrel dragon is almost out. I think I get a little bit of a few points for either using potion or using items in general, or maybe because I also healed.
And also the guard. Or, no, wait, you didn't guard, you just waited.
Yeah, they guarded.
I saw a guard.
Nope, that was them. Oh yeah, and something you pointed out is that it looked like in the anime, in the alleyway, it looked like it increased in size to accommodate the massiveness of Obelisk the Tormentor.
Yeah.
I don't know if it looked that way to me, but it did look like he was pretty much right up against each wall of that alleyway.
And also, like, I could have sworn that, like, the blue eyes probably would have reached, like, the top of the buildings. But then it switched to a shot where, you know, it's Obelisk the Tormentor, and the buildings seem pretty tall, like, at least twice his height. So either some perspective shenanigans, or what I'm assuming is just, they just didn't really care.
Yeah, some inconsistencies with the alleyway dimensions.
Yeah.
All right, they're out.
I just thought it was funny.
Yeah, time to start wrecking them. I was thinking on that note, it would have been funny if Obelisk was just like squished, like he couldn't really move because the alleyway is too narrow. It's like, help, my shoulders are too broad.
He has to take this weird stance where he's like kind of sideways.
Yeah.
Like Captain Falcon's idol kind of stance in Smash Bros.
He has to just kind of awkwardly like just drop his fist down because he can't really punch that well. Oh yeah, and then after that very short 2v2, they took locator cards, but they did not take the rarest card from their decks,
I did notice that. I'm assuming Yugi and probably Kaiba too. They just wanted to get on with it, really. It's like, yeah, we don't care.
Time crunch, so yeah, they're like, screw it.
I don't know. Maybe Mokuba picked them up.
It's like, we don't have time to go through your decks to determine which card is actually the rarest. Oh, nice crit.
Very nice.
Yeah, and then I think that's all of my notes for that particular 2v2 fight. So then we move on to the Joey versus Mako.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing I was actually thinking, this applies kind of to both fights. What are the chances of getting a duplicate locator card that's useless to you? I forget, were there like 6 unique ones that you need?
That is what it kind of sounded like.
Because yeah, if you get duplicates, how is that going to help you? Unless you can trade them in for non-duplicates? So you only need 6?
Or maybe they're like electronic somehow, so it's like, oh, you already have this version, so this one will switch to, the next part. Or something. I don't know. But you're right, that probably would be a concern. I just had a dumb thought. What if... last time we mentioned, apparently maybe Kaiba's hologram technology can affect weather. Maybe it also affected the street and widened it to summon bigger monsters. There's someone in their apartment complex like, ah! Why is the walls moving?
Start talking, British Keith. I mean, Bandit Keith. Where's my brother? Where's Mokuba?
Oh, that's right. I forgot he got kidnapped again.
That's why we couldn't use him against Keith, because he would have been super effective.
How the heck should I know?
You better tell me what I want to know, or I'm going to feed you to the monsters. They're not just holograms in this case, too, or I don't know.
Well, I imagine they're real in universe. In universe.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just thinking back to the anime. Sorry.
In universe. Yeah, that's not a stutter. That's me trying to understand how this all works.
Digital universeception.
Yes.
I couldn't be more serious.
You
life is mine, and I'll throw it away if you don't give me what I want.
Sorry, that was funny. Bandit Keith, Kaiba's not lying. If you know anything, you'd better tell him now. Yeah, alright. But I really don't know where he is now. I was only hired to hold on to the kid for a little while. I handed him over to the guy that hired me a couple of days ago.
Who hired you?
Scott from Sygh-Varths.
I should have known. That's the last straw. You hear me, Scott? I'm coming for you. Where's Mokuba now?
Scott took him and headed towards Sygh-Varths. I don't know where they went after that, honest. I think it's finally time to come up with a plan for taking Sygh-Varths.
Hang on, Mokuba. I will save you. I promise. Barrel Dragon has joined your army. Slot Machine has joined your army. Are we not actually getting Keith, then? I was hoping we would, but if it's just giving me the monsters like this, I don't think we're getting Keith. Launcher Spider has joined your army.
Nice.
0. It would have
Wow.
It would have been nice to have another marshal to put monsters on, though. Dragon Lair. In the mountains of White Dragon. Not suspicious at all. Well known as a harsh mountain that cannot be crossed. The range straddles the continent. The highest peak is called Dragon Lair, and is inhabited by dragons with incredible power. Many have tried to reach the peak, but none have ever returned. Kaiba and his men set out to conquer the mountain. For this is where Blue Eyes White Dragon lives. Who could have foreseen?
Of course, Kaiba would go for that.
To defeat Sygh-Varths, Kaiba knows he needs his strongest monster. Alright, at least we're going to be getting them, and yeah, I guess we don't get Keith.
Oh, you only get 2 marshals.
Huh.
And you don't even get to... It has to be Kaiba and Pegasus.
Oh joy, you're not farmed up. You're still not at level 60 because that is a huge hump to get over, as I've said before, but you should be fine. 92. I did want to just real quick check if there's anything else I got from farming these guys up. Nothing for those 2. And what about you guys? You got 3 adepts. I don't know if you had all 3 of those before. You have super stamina. I don't remember if you had that before. Nothing else. Okay. I may have farmed you up a little bit. Okay. Nothing really important. Alright then, let me save here. And then we should still have time to at least get into this next mission.
Yes. Let's see what we're up against.
Durgans? How many Durgans?
All the Durgans.
So this is it. Oh wait. Let me scroll up to my notes on where to find monsters. Okay.
So why is there a black eyes red dragon and a white eyes blue dragon? Is there a...
Why is or isn't there, did you say?
Oh, I was going to say was, does this imply the existence of a green eyes gray dragon? Or perhaps a yellow eyes black and white striped dragon?
I'm not sure. Alright, so it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6 monsters to get here?
Dang.
So who are the other 3?
What do you mean other 3?
Because I think when we fought Kaiba as Yugi, Kaiba's 3 blue eyes counted as 3 separate monsters.
Right.
Because they had separate names, and if we're gonna get them all 3 here, then I assume that's 3 out of the 6 monsters available here?
Huh. Yes, the hallowed summit Dragon Lair, the mountains of White Dragon. To reach Dragon Lair, we must pass through a narrow pass called the Dragon Path. At least that's what the legends say. I don't even know if the legends are true, but I do know this area is home to many dragons. We must protect our position every step of the way if we want to reach the summit. Didn't we have some, like, items that were, like, dealt extra damage to dragons?
On certain warriors, yeah. There's the Sword of Dragon Soul, but I could have brought dragon capture jars, actually.
Well, if you do struggle with this,
yeah,
you can do that.
I could even use that on Kaiba because the dragon zombie, I believe, is now a Darklands creature because it's zombified, so it's not even a dragon.
Huh.
Alright, so I have to protect Dragon Gate and control all the bases. Okay, so then the only monster I need to get that isn't from liberating a base is between two bases. It's between Dragon Gate and Den. I don't know if that's going to be along a path or not. Here. Dragon Gate and Den. Okay, so between these two. I don't know if it's going to be a neutral fight or not, so just in case, why don't you go there? And I don't see any incoming enemies, but I don't know if that'll change because...
Are any of those respawn points for them?
No, they are not.
Okay.
But the way it's set up, I'm just suspicious that, like, an enemy marshal will appear out of nowhere, but maybe it'll be fine.
Well, now. Or do you want to end it here, or... Well, no, it'd be hard to sync.
We can sync in the fight, so let's just do this dialogue.
Yeah, okay. Well, now. I didn't expect to see anyone else here on the dragon path. I know that's not in the script. I didn't expect to see anyone else here on Dragon Path. But there can be only one man challenging Dragon Lair.
He doesn't look as purple as I remember, but that might be the Buster Blader. I'm not sure what else it could be.
I was thinking, was it Gaia the Dragon Knight that, when they were in that video game in the anime, in that final fight against the giant dragon, that whole scenario? I know there was like a guy riding a dragon that Yugi used. I don't know if that was Gaia the Dragon Knight or if it was something else.
Why can't I remember? Hold on, let me think and I'll make a cut in editing.
Was it the soldier that needs like that special sacrifice combination?
I think it's a...
like Blackluster Soldier or whatever?
Yeah, I think it was Blackluster Soldier. I think you might be right. It's a ritual monster.
Okay.
But I think he looks different. I think his helmet doesn't cover his mouth.
Oh well. That's what I was thinking he looked like, maybe, but I may be wrong. Right now, that's me, and I'll prove it to you. Prepare for battle.
But also, we have the Blackluster Soldier.
True.
Oh, and it's Cyber Commander with him. Who is you? It is Buster Blader, I called it. Oh. He has the Sword of Dragon Soul with him already. Good thing I don't have any dragons equipped, haha.
Okay, so that guy's just there to make the fight annoying.
Yeah, and he has medicine.
That's what I mean.
Or, I meant to say, and they're both level 99. Sorry. Okay, then. Hopefully this will go fine, but if not, we can just restart because it is the beginning of the frickin' mission. Alright, so we will end this here for now, and we will continue this next time.
So, dear viewers, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.